Hey, what's up guys, Kenneth here with the LEGO Republic, bringing you yet another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we will be reviewing the 75234 ATAP Podwalker with 689 pieces. This set, as I just said, has 689 pieces and retailed for $60, making it quite a steal in 2019. This set was released right alongside the Droid Gunship, also a 20th anniversary LEGO set in 2019. Both of them are Kashyyyk based, and both of them include these Kashyyyk battle droids, which are not Kashyyyk battle droids. And I already talked about that in my Droid Gunship review, but I won't go into it right now, but we'll just talk about the minifigures now. First up, we have the Kashyyyk battle droid, and it looks like a battle droid that has been slightly painted green. And this is, according to LEGO, to camouflage it more into the Kashyyyk scenery so that they can come up and surprise the clone troopers. However, we all know that this is fake, so we won't be believing this little lie that LEGO has created. However, it is a very interesting thing that LEGO has done here. So, this is the Kashyyyk battle droid. It is the same as the Kashyyyk battle droid that is in the Droid Gunship, so you kind of get both here if you didn't already have some. So if you get two from this set and two from the Kashyyyk, sorry, not Kashyyyk, but the Droid Gunship, then you will have 4 droids altogether of this variety, and they are exclusive to this set and the Droid Gunship until 2020 when the AAT comes out, and it has these minifigures as well in it. And this set is $60, so I mean, I guess it's nice to have these 2 battle droids facing this giant tank. But the next minifigure here is Commander Gree, and he is reused from the previous iteration of the set in 2014. So there's nothing different except potentially the print on his legs is slightly different. That little stripe across the right leg there that is in tan used to be in gray in the 2014, so slightly different. Not exactly the same, but basically the same. And he also came in the most recent, until this one, ATAP Podwalker, as well as the Clone Turbo Tank. Anything that is a big clone tank and is Kashyyyk based will have this figure. He is a really good figure. He's just been used too much, so there's not a high demand for him at all. And you'll see his clone face underneath. A great figure. It's just, you know, kind of a repeat. The next clone trooper in the set is the Scout Trooper, and he's undergone some small changes from the 2014 Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack, but it's good to see a unnamed clone in the set. That was one of my main flaws with the Droid Gunship. However, I don't think this set has enough clone troopers. The other one was only $40, so only needed 1 clone trooper, but this set at $60 definitely needs another clone trooper in my opinion, and it doesn't have it. But it is nice to at least see this one Scout Trooper. He looks pretty good. I wish I could have an army of these guys, and the main selling point is he actually has a gun and not a stud shooter, so that's really nice. And then you'll see the clone face, same as Gree, call it the angry clone face, underneath his helmet. And then finally, the Wookiee, the myth, the legend himself, it is Chewbacca. And he has his bowcaster there, which LEGO turned into a special, weird stud shooter thing. So kind of cool that they did that. It works like a stud shooter. If you push down, it'll fire. It'll fire like that. It's a pretty neat design. If you go find the silver stud, or wherever it was, you can fit it back in there and put it on him. But I'll keep it off right now. Just like Chief Tarful, he does have that removable headpiece. Very nice to see. There's a lot of detailing on this with the fur and the mold. You'll just see regular prints, regular no print, sorry, on the torso, and then just a bit of fur on the back. But really great looking figure there. I like how they made the Wookiees taller than the average LEGO person. It really makes them stand out, and is really nice to the character. If we turn him around, you'll see just the stuff that I already talked about with that little ammo pack slung over his shoulder. And then there are the instructions. They're the same size, funnily enough. They're the same size as the $40 counterpart to the set, the Droid Gunship that I've been talking a lot about on the set. But however, it is thicker. It has that thick, hard spine there, and it is quite lengthier. But it is funny how they are both the same size. The Walker has many features, all of which we are going to get into right now as we speak. So the Walker, as you can see, does have quite a few guns, 3 of them in fact, and I don't recommend moving the Walker like I just did, because it is kind of flimsy. So the first gun you'll see here is this one, and you can lower it and raise it, and that's all you can do with it, not anything too fancy. And then this gun, you can't really do anything with it. Obviously, it just gave away another feature, but honestly, who cares? However, there is a little clip in the back here, and I'm not sure if this is on camera. Oh, good, it is. Okay, but you can actually push this little thing down right here, and it will unclip the top. So basically, what this does is it has been holding in this top cannon from that other cannon, so now this cannon can swing around, and now since it's not clipped in, the whole thing can move down. So you could move this large cannon down as far as you wanted that way, and as far up, well, it was already as far up as possible. But then you can also angle this, so if this is angled down, that's angled up, then all of a sudden you can shoot really high in the opposite direction. Or you could, just shoot regular. So it's kind of cool. Oh, and then of course there's, the spring-loaded shooter that shoots out like that, and then you just kind of put it back in. Great little seat here. You take Gree and you can fit him in. Be careful not to take the stud shooter out. It's a great seat. It fits him pretty well, and it's just a really nice place for him to sit, move around, and control the ATAP Podwalker. However, just one controller at the top gunning with all his attention focused on killing people trying to kill him, or droids, I guess. You need some other pilots or gunners. So there's going to be 3 ways to access the interior where the pilots will sit. The first way is to open that trapdoor thing up right there. You see it has a little clip, and you'll just open it, and then you can shove, we'll take the scout trooper here, just shove him in there, and we'll see where he goes in a minute. We'll close that up. The second way is on the other side. It's the exact same thing. You can throw someone in there as well if you wanted. The third way, and we're going to go top side for this, is that you can actually lift, I'm gonna do that. You can actually lift this entire thing up and back, and everything will stay together perfectly fine as you would expect, but it gives you full access to this interior, which is quite roomy. I believe this is quite roomier than the 2014 version, but you are able to take your scout trooper and sit him in one of these seats, which does have a nice sticker of the droid gunship being targeted by the ATAP Podwalker. But if we do sit our scout trooper in here, he fits in pretty nicely if I can, ever get him to sit in there. But like, it's really awesome that you can have a clone here, actually driving this thing, and then you can, of course, take Chewbacca and come over and sit him in there as well, and I'm not going to go and perfectly put him in, but you see how nicely they fit in there, and the thing closes on them too and everything, so it's very nice, but it doesn't have any weapon holders, so that you can't put their weapons anywhere, right? So their weapons just kind of have to stay in their hand, and sometimes if you're not careful, they'll get in the way when it shuts, which can be very annoying. Also, I think we needed another clone trooper, because Chewbacca, I feel like Chewbacca should not be driving an ATAP Podwalker. For that reason, I'm going to take him out. It should be clone troopers driving the ATAP Podwalker. The Wookiees should be shooting people with their bows and arrows, the amazing bows and arrows, and the clones should be driving this. Like, that's what they're made for, right? But no, LEGO only gives you one clone trooper in the set. It's just really sad what LEGO did, and it only gave you one. But he does fit in there, and you can close it up, and Gree is right there. And then you can, shoot whatever little measly defense is put against you. So another thing that this can do is it has full posability with the legs. So you can take a leg here and just go straight back about as far as you want to, up top, and you can even go another one. So it can go, 180 degrees on both of the legs, which is pretty cool, and it does feel kind of weird when you do that. But you also have this other little leg here in the front, which can, if we move to the back, it can fold up just like so into the back, and then there's this little clip, and I will try to do it so that you can see, and you just push the clip in, and boom, it holds in, if you can see that little piece right there, holding in the leg. So it's now a two-legged walker. So you can have this walker be two-legged walker or a three-legged walker, depending on what your heart desires. So I find that to be very cool. Honestly, if it's running, it should probably be on 2, and then if it is shooting something from far away, it should probably be on 3. The third leg doesn't provide any stability. I can't say that word right now. Stability, there we go. It does not provide any stability, unlike on the actual thing, which it does. It's there to stabilize the tank as it's shooting its main cannon, the main large one, which is this one right here. But even though it does not, actually do what it's supposed to do, it still functions, and it looks like it's supposed to, and it works like it's supposed to. The only problem with this set that I have is the back. I mean, there's just a bit of studs here that just don't look like they have a purpose, and it's kind of confusing. I mean, I guess you could throw a figure up in there if you wanted, but I feel like they could have enlarged the pilot section a little bit, potentially, with all of that space. And potentially they could have just done some weapon holders at the very least back there for your people. Honestly, I'm not sure why they didn't do that, but you just have quite a lot of just empty space. I do not have the 2014 version to compare to. I do know that this one is slightly smaller. However, I do find that this is a very nice build, and it is very fun to play with as well. So, with that being said, for $60 for 689 pieces, what a steal. If we're going at the 10 cents per piece, price per piece point, honestly, you're getting less than 10 cents per piece, so it's a steal, right? And some of these pieces are pretty large, like these foot pieces, and some of the tiles are quite massive. So you're getting large pieces along with a very nice, very nice price per piece ratio. So, with that being said, would I buy this if I were you? Yes, of course I would. This is actually my brother's. I convinced my parents to get this for him on his birthday, and I purchased the droid gunship for him as well. So these are technically both my brother's sets. If you haven't seen my droid gunship video, make sure to go check it out right now. I'll put it in the top right if I hadn't put it in the top right earlier in the video. But I'll also put it in the description, so if you're interested and you haven't seen that one, make sure to go check that out as well. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash a like and subscribe. I do appreciate it a lot. It helps the channel. And have a great day, guys. This is Kenneth from the LEGO Republic. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.